Namo Nui Savariyantam, Namo Nui Savariyam, Namo Nui Savariyam, Namo Nui Savariyam, Namo Nui Savariyavati Savanam, Omkara Mindu Sanyukta Nityam Jayanti Yogina, Kamadam Mokshadam Jai Omkarai Namo, Manganam Bhagavanayo, Manganam Rukamam, Manganam Kunkundari, Jendra Mosu Manganam Namasanaspada. Swanubhutya Jatha Sthiti Svahai Bhavaya Vivaho Niyusanidata.
Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Aryantanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Siddhanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Aryanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Vajjanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Savanam. Om Karam Bindu Sanyuktam Nityandayanti Yoginam Kamadam Mokshadam Chaiva Om Karaya Namo Nama Nama Samay Saraya Swanam Bhutya Chakasate Chitsabhavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Agnanatimirandhanam Gnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Tirthankaro Jagatana Jayavanta Varto Omkaranad Jinano Jayavanta Varto Jinana Samo Sarana Sau Jayavanta Varto Netirthachara Jagama Jayavanta Varto Namo Tirthanayakane Namo Omkaranadane Omkara Sangarotene Namo Te Sri Kunda Kundane Upakara Jina Varano Kundano Dvani Devyano Jina Kunda Dvani Apya Ahote Guru Kanano Ahote Bhagavati Matano Dhruva Achalane Anupamagati Pamela Sarve Sidane Mandi Kaho Sutta Kevali Bhasita Asamaya Prabhrata Ari Om Eka Suddha Sada Arupi Jnana Darshanamaya Khare Kai Anyate Maru Jari Paramanu Matra Nathi Hare Jamane Tema Jignana Natikara Kanati Vedakare Jane Jakaramo Daya Nirajara Banda Tema Jamokshane Om Namah Siddhebhyo Om Namah Siddhebhyo Om Siddhebhyo Jai Jai Jai. Today is April 5, 2016, and we are continuing our discussion on veganism. We are talking about the matter on the subject of matter. Voice coming from somebody's place, so if you can mute yourself, please. Okay. So, we were talking last week, and there was lots of questions were there, and we are kind of trying to rush through that. So we'll recapitulate certain things from last week. Let me share the screen. Share the screen. And the slides. We were on this slide last time. What we are talking is matter particles. Now, remember, as we know that souls are divided, living beings are divided into certain groups. For example, lowest form of life that we call nigod, having only one sense. Then there are other one sense living being like water bodies, air bodies, fire bodies, plant bodies, earth bodies. So those are the things that we know about it. Then we know 2 sense living being, 3 sense living being, 4 sense living being, and 5 sense living being. 5 sense living being can be human, subhuman like a higher form of animals, then celestial living beings, and infernal living beings. So we divide living beings in that fashion. So how do we divide the matter particles? Because it's matter particles, they are huge in numbers. How many they are? If we consider the soul substances in this universe are infinite in numbers, then matter particles are infinite times infinite in numbers. For example, if I'm only the soul residing in this body, then this body is having the infinite amount of matter particles. So we have to try to divide them in certain way so we can get general idea what these matter particles are total about. What is this matter substance is all about? Remember, 6 universal substances: living being, matter, medium of motion, medium of rays, space and time. 6 substances are there, out of which medium of motion, medium of rays, space and time, they are totally inert and they don't react to any other substances of the universe. They have their own independent existence just like everybody else, but they are also pure in nature, that they don't interact with anybody else. Only matter and soul interact with each other. So here, if I can understand who am I, soul-wise, who am I, what is my structure, what is my function, soul structure, soul's function, that way one way to know about soul. But then for time infinite in the past, I have association with the matter particles. So it is better to know my neighbor, that who that person is. It's not like our US life that we don't know who the neighbor is. Here we have the intimate relationship with this matter since time infinite, so we better know who they are. And if we understand something about them, then we know how to avoid them. Number one, to know who they are. And second thing will be how to avoid. It will be very easy once we know who they are. So here we are with the matter particles. So 5 senses. I have a touch, taste, smell, seeing, hearing. 5 senses are there. And these 5 senses are matter particles. You mean my eyes, that I see everything? Forget about the whole world. I can see the scripture, I can read scripture. Is it matter particle? Yes. 5 senses are matter particles, and the knowledge that these 5 senses will apparently accept. Remember, word apparent is very important, because I is a matter and matter is non-living. So how can the I can know the things? 5 senses become vehicle for soul to know a given substance. Soul doesn't need their help. They are simply there. How many times we have seen a blind man crossing the road with his stick and he can just walk through when the traffic could be there, all the things. He has, because his soul is the one who is a knower. So even though he doesn't have an eye, he can perceive by other senses. Touch, taste, smell, hearing, all those things are 5 senses, and those 5 senses, they perceive the objects which are also matter. 5 senses are matter, and anything accepted by these 5 senses are also matter. Means object of 5 senses are also matter. I'm seeing this phone right now. That means this has to be matter only when I am quote unquote seeing. I'm seeing. That means it has to be matter. This wire, I see it, so it has to be matter. I see my body. This body has to be matter. I listen to the music. those words, those sounds those sounds have to be matter also. I taste something. Whatever I taste, that means that particular part or thing also has to be matter. And if I touch something, that also object of touch is also matter. So this is very important, that five senses are matter and their objects are also matter. You're going to raise the question that why do I have to do Swadhyaya? Excuse me. Why do I have to read? If my eyes are looking at the scripture, Samaisar, and Samaisar is a matter. The book is a matter. This book is over here is a matter. Then shall I do the reading and everything? Shall I do Swadhyaya? Well, remember, we have the matter, we are having five senses and mind, we are the highest form of transmigratory soul. And because we have those senses, through the medium of senses, I can accept certain things. Of course, ultimate knower is a soul only. So five senses are matter and objects of five senses are also matter. So here it is next bullet. Objects of five senses, Indriya Vishay, that is also matter. Okay, having said that, gross body. My body is made up of infinite amount of matter particles. I was small, when I was born, it was a 5 or 6 pound, whatever weight was it. And now whatever weight I have it, and all those things, that body, somebody has a 300 pound weight, 400 pound weight, whatever, that is called gross body, Audarik Sharir. Who has this gross body? Humans and subhumans. Humans means the us, living human beings, and subhumans are plants and animals. So plants and animals, they have the gross body, Audarik Sharir. Means they are particular types of matter particle. They have specialized into gross body type of formation, and whatever they form is called gross body. The lowest living being called the Nigod. The lowest living being is called Nigod. That also has a body, and that body is called gross body, Audarik Sharir, because Nigod means lowest form of life, is part of the subhuman category. Plants that we see, animals of any kind, starting from bacteria to the ant to the five sense animal like lion and elephant, they have whatever body they have is called gross body. The particles that they make the body is called gross body. This gross body particles, they have the capacity to make the body of the humans and subhumans. They are specialized. Now comes fluid body, Vaikriya Sharir. What is fluid body? The heavenly soul, the infernal being, and a celestial being, Narki Jeev, and also the Dev Jeev. Dev means the celestial being. They have body which is called specific type of body particles, and they are called fluid body. What is fluid body? As we said last week, if we take the mercury and I throw the mercury on the table right now, it will go into several pieces, several small balls. And if I just put it into a glass or something and try to mix it up, they'll become one also. So this is called fluid body. What is that so much importance about it? Well, importance is, remember, if let's say that a person committed a crime and killed one person, and it's been proven that he is the culprit. So what's a max punishment he can get through the law of the land? Hanged to death. Suppose he killed 2 people, hanged to death. Suppose he killed 10, 100, 1,000, millions. You can't give no more punishment than hanging to death. So in this life, physical life that we have it, the punishment that is given is not proportionate to the crime committed. Okay. On the other side of the coin, I did something great for the country. A kingdom is there. I did something great for the kingdom. What is a king can give me as a reward? He can give me his whole kingdom, for example, max. I saved 2 important people in that kingdom. 2 princes of the king I saved. What max I can get? Whole kingdom. I saved the whole kingdom from getting erased out. Still, I can get reward as a whole kingdom only. So my reward is also in limitation. My punishment is also in limitation. So there has to be some other place in this universe where proportionate to my crime, I can get punishment or I can get reward. And that is the heavenly soul and infernal soul, Narki Jeev and Dev Jeev. What happens there? Let's take the infernal being. Infernal being, what happens? His body gets cut into pieces. There are certain kind of heavenly angels are there, and they will cut into pieces. He will scream and cry and everything, and ultimately that body gets joined again. This is extreme heat during the day, so much heat that the whole big blob of iron, if you put there, it will just melt away into the minutest particle. It's that much amount of heat is there. So he is suffering. His body gets into pieces. From the heat, he wants to come to the shade. And when he's sitting on the shade, there is something called Semar Taru, means the Semar tree. The leaves are falling down, and those leaves are sharp. It will cut body into pieces. And then again, those body will join together. So this kind of punishment that he will get it proportionate to his crime, and minimum life in the infernal being is 10,000 years, and maximum is 33 sagropam. 33 sagropam means it's an amazingly huge number. We are not going to go there. We don't have to worry about it. We don't want to go. Okay? Then if I'm heavenly angels, then also I get proportionate to my auspicious deed, I get the reward. And I can get everything. One second. Okay? Arti, can you call home number and Vibhuti can talk to you? Okay, thanks. Okay, sorry. So he's a heavenly angel. His minimum life is 10,000 years and maximum is 33 sagropam. He gets everything and more in the form of material pleasure. So whatever amount of auspicious deed he did, he spends that thing in the heavenly angel's life. So this fluid body is very important. It is only to the heavenly soul and to the infernal soul. They are specialized kind of particles. Now, assimilative body. Assimilative body is called Aharak Sharir. There are monks. The monks who are into the higher level of spirituality, that they are on 6th and 7th spiritual developmental state, 6th and 7th Gunsthanak. Out of all those monks, there are very occasionally some higher form of monk. He will have this assimilative body within. In the sense, he has a question about the spirituality. He cannot get the answer. So from the right shoulder, there is a 1 foot size of a physical body will come out. It will go to Madhya Kshetra and he will get the answer. That body will get the answer and it will come back. So his physical body get extended that way. This is extremely pure form of metal particles. Extremely rare individual, rare monk can have it. Not all the monks can have it because they are specialized particles. 1 second, okay? Hello? Yeah, Aarti, I'm in a conference call, so can you call home and Vividi can talk to you, please? Okay? Thanks, bye. Sorry, I'm sorry. So this is assimilative body, aharakshari, specialized particles. Okay? All right. Now, next comes this carbon body. Yes, question?
Yeah. Before the aharak sharir, it has to be a gross, because nobody can be born with aharak sharir. No, so it's aharik sharir that transforms into aharak sharir?
No, there are specialized particles, they will form in the form of aharak sharir. It's not part of the gross body. But in the gross body, this is a body, and the specialized particles are there that they will constitute this assimilative body. And as I said, it's extreme rare. Even if you take hundreds of thousands of monks and everything, these are the monks who are about to achieve Keval Gnan. Out of them, very occasional. For example, let's take Kunkun Swami, Kunkun Acharya. He did not have it. So this is very rare. Some very occasional monks can have it, and it's there. It's described in the literature that way. But it will be specialized particles. They will constitute this aharakshari. For example, when I have the gross body, I may also have fluid body type of particles within me. When I have a gross body, there can also be assimilative particles within separate particles, which will be in that monk, that they will make this assimilative body. You know? Besides this saying, there is not much described in the literature. It says these are specialized particles present in some occasional monks. Does it answer? I know it's not complete answer, but that's what it is, you know.
It's not very important, but just curiosity.
Yeah. No, it's not the gross body gets converted to assimilative body. Assimilative body will have its own particles. Remember, throughout the day, throughout the years, throughout the life, we as a human body keep on accepting and rejecting particles. For example, my skin, the dermis part, they will have the cells, and these cells will start growing up and growing up and growing up, and ultimately they die, and then they come onto the surface of the skin, and they will get shed off. They'll be shedded off. So what happens here? There is acceptance of particles are there. I keep on eating, and my body, the food gets digested, gets converted to other particles. So the particles which the dermis particle, which were the skin cells, they were alive, and now they ultimately die. They get shedded off, and the new cells they're coming in there. So that way, I keep on accepting the particles and throwing the particles out every day, every moment. So same way, if this is a monk who is in the highest level of a monk, and then he has accepted assimilative body particle from the atmosphere, and this body is made, aharakshari is made. For gross body, for us, for example, as soon as the fertilized ovum occurs, then the fertilized ovum will start accepting gross body particles, and they will keep on accepting more and more and more and more till a human, till a blob, like a ball of particles are formed. Then in the center, the cavity will occur. Then there is an extension of the ball will occur. And these kind of things, what literature says, our scripture says, and what I learned in anatomy class. Whatever anatomy taught us, embryology taught us, exactly same way it has been described into the scripture. How fertilized ovum, how this soul comes and start accepting particles and everything. So that's a gross body. Acceptance and rejecting. Same way I accept, the monk will accept assimilative body particle from the atmosphere, and then it will make that body, it will go to Madhya Kshetra, come back, get the answer like that. Next one becomes Karman body. That is important for us to understand. What is Karman body? Whole universe is tightly packed with these Karman particles. We call in Indian language, we can call karma sharir. What is karma sharir? Karman body. Every samay I end up making inclination of attachment and inclination of aversion. I keep on performing rag and dvesh every moment. Every transmigratory soul keeps on making rag and dvesh, and lot more into the mithyatva gunsthana, first spiritual developmental stage. As this soul performs rag and dvesh, the Karman particles surrounding my body area, surrounding the atmosphere where I am sitting, those Karman particles, they get converted into matter, converted into karma, specific type of karma, like knowledge obscuring karma, perception obscuring karma, deluding karma, obstructing karma, nam karma, gotra karma, ayu karma, vedniya karma. All those different way they gets converted and gets attached to my soul. This constantly I keep on grabbing them, keep on grabbing. Now, let's say I keep on eating and don't do exercise at all. What will happen to me? I'll become a big boy. What happens to my soul accepting all these Karman particles since time infinite? Infinite amount of particles I'm accepting. But what it is, soul has an innumerable space point, asankhyat pradesh. In those asankhyat pradesh, Karman particle gets absorbed. We have to take the example. If this room has a one light right now, and it is giving light to the whole room, there are three light bulbs. They also occupy the whole room. If I put 1 million light bulbs here in this room, this room will be able to accommodate all those 1 million bulbs light. It just says I don't have, it doesn't say that I don't have no more room to accept. If I have million different colors of light bulbs are there, then in this room all those million colors light will be accommodated. If I take red color out, then red will be gone from the room. If I take yellow out, yellow will be gone from the room. But yellow and red and blue and infinite number of colors, they will be able to absorb in one confinement of the space. Same way, if my soul has an innumerable space point, then any number of carbon particles comes, they get absorbed, they get accommodated, and that's called carbon body. These carbon particles, these karma particles that we call, when the carbon body are generic carbon particles, and when they become attached to the soul, then they go in the form of specialized form called knowledge obscuring karma, perception obscuring karma, deluding karma, obstructing karma. Like those 8 types of karma, they get specialized, they get accommodated into the soul space point. And they are, because they are so minuscule in number, in nature, we won't be able to see with the naked eye. Even the monks on 6th and 7th spiritual development stage, he also won't be able to see, because they are that much microscopic. Only omniscient Lord can see that. But omniscient Lord has nothing to do. He just perceives, that's it. So this is the carbon particles. The generic carbon particles comes and gets attached to my soul. They have become specific karma particles. They remain with my soul for certain time, fixed, decided at the time of bondage. And then they come in fruition at particular time, and then they get shaded off, they get merged into the atmosphere. And at the same time, I keep on accepting more and more other particles, carbon particles. So this vicious cycle keeps on going. I shade off certain, but then I end up getting a lot more. For example, there's a fruition of my deluding karma, deluding material karma fruition is going on right now. That means these karma particles give me exact situation for me to go into deluding state. They keep the things ready for me. For example, there is a banana peel is on the road. Banana peel kept everything ready for me. As soon as I put my foot on it, I'm going to slide down. But if I'm alert enough and just say, oh, stay away from this one, otherwise I'm going to fall down, then I may not fall down. But since time infinite, it has happened in such a way, there's a banana peel on the ground, I put my foot, I slide down, and I get hurt. So those things are happening all the time. My fruition of the deluding karma comes in, I get joined in that one, and as a result, I end up getting more karma, and this vicious cycle keeps on going and going and going and going forever, till I get liberated. So there's a carbon body, carbon sharir. Next comes electric body, and we had a question last week. We did not completely answer all those things because time was up.
Kirit uncle, I have a question on the carbon body. It's a little bit of sidetrack, but in the Krambad Pariyai, it says that it's already been determined what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So that a banana peel example, you said that, oh, I want to avoid it, but it's already been decided what's going to happen. So can you just give that is the one part I'm having a really hard time, and you just hit it right there. So can you just give a little bit more example with that reference?
Yes. Number one, remember when we read the scripture, we have to have pretty good idea from what angle this sentence is being said to me. And for example, let's say on the very first day when I started practice in 1980 July, there was no patient. I was brand new to the town. Nobody knew me, nothing. So I knew ahead of the time that there won't be any patient on the first day, July 18, 1980. Still, what did I do? Did I go to work? Yes. Did I stay for whole day, 8 to 5? Yes. Did any patient showed up? No. for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, whatever time. Why did I go to work then? Knowing that nothing is going to happen, why did I do that? Similarly here, number one, I don't know what is happening. Omniscient Lord knows what is going to happen next moment to me. So if I just say, well, if the moksha is going to occur to me, it will occur. Why should I worry about it? I should eat, drink, and be happy, and just live my normal life. No, because knowing that I don't know, but still I keep on doing activities to fulfill my soul's need, to know the soul's nature and try to go within. When I'm doing those kind of activities, to go within every day, to read the scripture, when you are day in and day out, week after week, exactly on the time of Swadhyaya, you come down on the line. Why? Because you want to know about yourself, because you want to do more personal effort, purusharth, and you want to ultimately achieve the samyak darshan, enlightenment, experiencing of the soul. So, all this process I'm doing right now, all the process we all are doing right now, Aryan Bhagwan says, Siddha Bhagwan says, yeah, I have seen in your nature that this is going to happen to you. 6 months back, year back, 2 years back, reflect upon yourself. Where were you? You were just nothing. I mean, 5, 10 years back, whatever time. We are nothing. Now suddenly I have the interest to go within. When my efforts are directed to go within, then Aryan Bhagwan says, well, I had seen in my knowledge that you will be going, you will be trying to know more about your soul. I knew that part. And you continue doing that, and Aryan Bhagwan says, I know at point X, you are also going to get the experiencing of the soul. So he is seeing, he is perceiving, but he cannot tell me. So what is my job? There is a great slogan in the Arizona lottery. If you don't play, you don't win. Such a powerful message they give. I want to win lottery, but did I play the lottery today? No, then how will I win? So, do I want to get samyak darshan? Yeah. Did I do some process to go within? If I'm not doing that, how do I expect that I'll be getting samyak darshan? So, all my personal efforts that I'm doing right now, they are being seen in the omniscient Lord's knowledge, and that's why I don't worry about predetermined modes are there. My paryas are fixed. Yeah, paryas are fixed, but I don't know what is going to happen next parya. So my job is to say, I will try to look within. I'll do all my personal effort to go within. I'll do swadhyaya. I'll do the determination of the soul, and one fine morning, it is going to happen that I'll be experiencing my soul. So that's why the facts are given. The Krambat Paryay that you are saying, that is just to say that what I believe, my belief that I can change somebody. I can change somebody. I'm the mother, and if I'm not here, my kids will not get food. I'm the mother, and if I'm not there, kids will not be able to go to school because I won't be able to give the right to them because I'm not there. No, you are there, you are doing all the work and everything, but I am doing that kind of ownership of the act. One has to take it away, and that is the take-home message from Krambat Paryay. It doesn't say you stop doing everything.
I understand, and I agree with that, not being a doer and not take ownership. Yeah. But then when you have karma bodies, and you just said, let me avoid the banana peel.
No,
So then you are the doer, and that's where I'm getting the question.
number one, did I look at the banana peel? Yes. But if I'm not going that route where the banana peels are thrown on the road, I won't have any problem with that. So, or if I'm walking on that one, I have to be careful. Don't get involved with that. In the sense, my karma gives fruition all the time, continuously. I have a good karma fruition and bad karma fruition coming.
Yeah.
Now, I'll give you an example. One of my close friends, he had a cancer of the, he was having a 1-day abdominal pain. He was found out to have cancer of the pancreas with metastasis everywhere and nothing more to live. 6 weeks or 2 months to live. That's it. No medication, nothing. So he has a fruition of this intense bad karma came. Did he get joined in that and start crying and cursing the whole world and everything? No. What he said, okay, this is my fruition of the bad karma, but I'm not going to be directed by karma. I'm going to take matter in my own hand, and I will do intense swadhyaya and try to occupy myself within myself only. And he had an absolutely peaceful death. Now, whether he got Samyak Darshan or not, I'm not there to judge. If he did not get it, he is going to get it in near future pretty soon. That means he's avoiding all the things. He says, so karma fruition occurs, so who am I? Why should I worry about it? So this is the take-home message for us, that if the bad karma, bad situation occurs within my life, bad situation occurs, business is not going good, family life is not going good, kids are not doing great, money is not coming good, my health is not doing good. All these negative situations are occurring. They are the taste of my willpower, that do I want to join with those situations or try to remain aloof as much as possible and try to swim through the difficult situation. So on the other end, better things are waiting for me. So these are the things. It's very complex, and that's what it is, that when Krambat Paryay, people keep on looking from different perspective, from not understanding what it wants to impart to you. Number one, if everything is fixed, because omniscient Lord is seeing that one every moment, my past, present, future. Same way he is seeing your past, present, future. Same way he is seeing this computer's past, present, future. Same way he is seeing the same thing for this pencil, having the past, present, future. So, am I the one to interfere in this pencil, or am I the one interfering in somebody's life to change their attitude and everything? No, I won't be able to do it. So, it says, take your attitude away from those kind of things. You will end up performing those acts, but stay away from taking ownership. Okay, once I stop taking ownership from all the material and other living beings' life, then comes my own paryay. They are also fixed. Can I change them? No. So what is my job right now? Only thing, my job is to look at my eternal soul substance. When I do that, Arihant Bhagavan says, we knew that you are going to get the meditation right now. So I keep on doing my personal effort. And what are my personal effort? Personal effort is not that on the northeast, when there is a snow, that you go out and in the 0 degree or God knows whatever, that you keep on shoveling snow and you say, I'm doing my personal effort. Personal effort in spirituality is not to do anything, not to interfere with anybody, not to interfere in my own paryay also, just to look within myself, just get engrossed with it. That is called personal effort. Not to do anything is an effort. So those are the things that we have to understand. From take home message from Krambat Paryay is that only, in which I can't do anything to anybody. I can't do to my paryaya also. So I have to try to do everything. Whatever act I do has to be every moment soul-centric act has to be there. Everything I do is to further my soul's knowledge, so that I come nearer to the soul, and fine morning I'll be able to go into the nirvikalpta, primary abstract comprehension, and I'll be able to experience myself. That's called Samyak Darshan. And Aryan Bhagwan said, all throughout whatever you did, we knew that you're on the right track. I didn't know that. If I buy the lottery ticket, I may chance to win. Here, Acharya Bhagwan says, no, you put your effort, you will get 100% results. So this is not like lottery that, well, I may get, I may not get. Do sincerely your act, you will get the results. And it's a very, so you have to understand what Acharya Bhagwan has to, they are trying to explain to me from what direction. It's not only one isolated fact only. There are multiple facts that we have to put together. That who am I, what I'm doing, what's my job, how can I improve myself, all those things I have to do it. And when I do all the things, when I try to go within my eternal soul substance, automatically my rag and dvesh are not there. When I when I put the switch on the room, the bulb gets electricity, whole darkness of the room, whether it's for infinite number of years of darkness, it will just go away in a fraction of a second. So those are the things that I have to do it. And I know it's not, it's going to open up lots of thought process, and that is more important. You're now thinking so much about it, who am I, what is this, why this Krambat Paryaya, and all the things,
Yep,
50,
thank you.
70, 80, 90 years back, before Gurudev Sikhanji Swami, nobody knew all these things. I mean, these facts, And he opened the whole vast treasure of knowledge and put it in front of us. We are indebted to him for him giving all this knowledge to us, that sitting in this country far away, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 miles away, we can talk to each other, we can talk spirituality, we try to understand, we further spirituality and everything. It's thanks to Gurudev Sri, who gave all these things. Thanks to Kunkun Swami, who wrote down all this scripture. Thanks to Omniscient Lord, who propagated all these things. So those are the things that we have to think and concentrate on. My job is personal effort, and my personal effort is not to do anything. That's it. Not to do in the sense, yes, I will end up doing, okay, I have the cancer coming, I have my diabetes is there, I have a financial problem, of course, I have the kids, all those things are going to be there. You are afraid of sharks. You cannot swim if you're afraid of sharks. Those sharks are there. But so what? I'm going to swim. I'm going to swim this transmigratory ocean with my personal effort, that nobody will be able to bother me. Okay. So next one becomes is a electric body. That's where we are stuck last time. Electric body are the one heat producing particles. Wait a second. This particle, where did they get the brain to produce a heat? Well, I can tell you that water becomes hot, water becomes cold. It happens because of water itself. The particles, they become hot, particles become cold and everything. Same way, this electric body material particles, they are with me since time infinite. In the past, they are with me right now, and they are going to be with me till I obtain liberation. So electric body particle will be with me all throughout. What is their job? As soon as soul comes, let's say this one soul left this one place, within 1, 2, and 3 samay takes birth in the other place, means it goes there. And as soon as the soul goes there, soul goes with a Karman Sharir, Karman body, and electric body. So soul traveling transmigratory soul traveling from point A to point B has Karman body with them and electric body with them. So three things are traveling together: soul, Karman body, and electric body. As soon as this trio reaches a destination, transmigratory soul, remember, as soon as they reach the destination, then this electric body, the Karman body, and along with the Karman body will start accepting gross body particles if this is going to be human or subhuman life. It starts accepting those particles. Then electric body will give the heat to the particles. And as I said, and there is a multiplication of those particles will occur, 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 millions and billions and all those. So when all those big blob of particles are accepted, then because of this electric body in the center, the hole occurs. Center gets melted. And then this whole ball becomes extended so that center space, which was made space, that also becomes stretched out. And then it becomes ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm, and then they become specialized particles, specialized parts. One becomes a brain particle, other becomes eyes, third becomes heart, and all kind of different particles will just accept those specific particles. This electric body also helps when I eat the food. Electric body is a reason for digesting and everything. When we say particular person died, what does it mean? Well, as a lay person, you said, my God, I touched him. He was like ice cold. Not ice cold. He was only having room temperature. Right now, this room temperature is 71, 72, whatever, and my body temperature is 98. So I feel warm. If my soul leaves my body, Karman body leaves, electric body leaves, then this gross body becomes room temperature because there is no electric body particles. They already have gone somewhere else and started new job. So that is the function of the electric body. So looking over here right now, gross body stays with me from birth to death. Fluid body, if I'm the heavenly angels or infernal being, they will also stay with me from birth to death. Assimilative body is very, 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 very rare, so it only is to the some monks only, so we don't need to worry about it. Karman body and electric body, they have the closest relationship with me. Electric body's function is just to simply give heat, but Karman body are the one which are notorious, and they have 148 subtypes, and how tall I'm going to be, what's color of my skin going to be, what's the color of my hair going to be, how much hair I'm going to have it, how much intelligence I'm going to have it, how much, all those physical things that we have it, this Karman body creates all those things. So the Karman body and electric body, they have the closest relationship with the soul, that they remain with the soul since time infinite in the past and till I get liberation. Means soul gets liberated from Karman body and electric body, and soul goes and resides at the Adobe of Siddha, at the Siddha Shila. So closest relationship I have is a Karman body. And they are the one creating all this nuisance to me. So I have to know who they are. So they, as I said, there are 148 subtypes, and all the, as we go further, it will come. And we'll be talking a lot more about it in detail sometimes in the future. So that's the electric body. Comes material mind, dravyaman, means mind are two types of things. Souls itself has an inclination, and while that inclination is going on, the material mind joins, and that becomes a thought process. I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking in my mind right now. So all the thought process means all the reflective thoughts that are going on with me, they are arising into the soul by itself, and the dravyam, material mind, becomes instrumental cause, and both combined together, then it becomes a thought process. Of course, knowledge is the function of the soul. So knowledge, knowing never goes away. But this reflective thought means, oh my God, I have to go somewhere. Oh my God, I'm hungry. Oh my God, it's night. Oh my God, I'm a class. All kind of thought process, deluding thought process, mind gets involved, and that is called material mind particles. Everybody has it, but five sense living being with the mind only has activity of the soul, and material mind particle acts actively all the time, and that's why we are called the higher form of on the higher form of living being on the evolution scheme. Even one sense life also has material mind, but it's dormant at that time. That's why they cannot think about it much. So this material mind comes no karma, body, etc., external associations. Then comes infinite, uncounted and counted number of aggregate atoms, sankhyat, asankhyat, anant, pudgal, parmanu, no skand. And last comes single atom, swatantra, pudgal, parmanu. We need to go a little bit on this no karma, because no karma is a very, lots of time when you read the scripture, no karma will come so many times. That question, mentioning will come, no karma, no kashai. What are those things? But time is already up. So what we'll do, we'll try to do next week, and we'll try to assimilate a lot more things. So we'll start from material mind onwards next time, going to no karma and this remaining four matter particles thing. It is very important. I have to understand them. And so then I know what I can do, what I cannot do. So that is very important, you know. And of course, I'm pretty sure you have lots and lots of questions in your mind. So throw right now, or we can do it next week. Yes, no questions. What or anything else? Then we'll do the closing here. Okay. जावाणी के ज्ञान से सूझे लोकालोक, सोवाणी मस्तक नमो सदा देत हूँ ढोक. 9 times Namo का मंत्र. Jai Jain. Thank you.
Jai Jirendra, Michami Dukam. Thank you, Kirit uncle.